What's going on?
Nothing. So you pick up a few days into, or after we last left off. What has sort of happened in those couple of hours since everything kind of erupted?
Oh, so much has happened. Yeah, well, I think it's like between 3 and 5 days. I think that we're down, that we come back. But I wanted to be, I wanted to do some time just so we can have it register on people emotionally. But I wanted to have it be tight enough that you can kind of come in and pick up where things have left off, so we can see, how does Tara being arrested impact Jax? How does Clay going inside to ultimately meet his doom the way we set it up? What does that look like? How do we play that out? So that's sort of still where we're at, and we kind of see as the episode, as the first few episodes unravel, who was behind all those things and why they happened.
What are the main threats facing Sampro this season? Are they internal more, or external, or a combination?
I think this season, I would say, I think for Jax, it's probably internal in terms of himself, and then a lot of external threats in terms of coming down on the club. There's not so much internal conflict within members this season. I think it's really more about what's going on with Jax in terms of dealing with the ramifications of everything that he's done. So his internal struggle, I think, is more than ever before. But I don't think we're not doing it's not so much the dynamic between members like we've seen. If that makes sense.
What is the status of Gemma and Nero, and having him around full time now? What does that sort of mean for the club?
I think that relationship continues to grow. I like, as dysfunctional as it may be, I think Gemma is the person that when she decides to love somebody, she loves them big, and I think she's Nero's become that guy for her. I think she's the kind of woman who, she needs that in her life, and she embraces that. So I think we, I guess that's one of the, if there are any hopeful themes on my show, that might be one of them, is seeing that relationship kind of, navigate these waters.
And is Jax still kind of opposed to that, or is that on the back burner at this point?
I don't think he's opposed to it. I think Jax, by the end of last season, has come to terms with that. And I think that, let me just put it this way: on the list of things that Jax has to deal with, that's pretty much on the back burner at this point.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
How much will the aftermath of Pope's execution play going into this season?
Say that again?
Of Pope's execution, how much will that play into this season?
I think it'll continue to, obviously, with everything that's going on with Clay and now this new relationship between August, Morris, and Jax. It's how is that gonna play out? I think that'll have that'll continue to fuel the Clay storyline all season. In terms of what does that mean for Tig, and what does that mean, who will find out the truth. So I think that's all weaved in there as well.
Jax's journey is he's always been trying to escape the club and try to break the cycle, and now in the past season we saw him get pulled in even further and deeper, and it seems that it doesn't look like there's going to be any hope for him ever escaping. Is that still going to be?
Well, I think I think that for me, Jax wanting to get out of the club was the dream, and then at the end of the day, when all that went down with Clay and he decided that he had to stay, in my mind was that, that ultimately, no matter what the reason was, Jax was never going to leave the club. Do you know what I mean? Like that, there would always be something that pulled him in that allowed him to stay in, and whether that was a conscious or unconscious move on his part, that's just the nature of it, because it is all he's known, and this season will be about him. Can he have it all? Can he move the club forward in a more legitimate direction? Can he be a good father? Can he be a good husband? Will he be able to ultimately be successful in pulling off what his father couldn't, in terms of getting him out of guns and trying to be legit? Or, does he have the fortitude to do it better than his father? And I think that'll be the thrust of the season.
Right. And what can you say, just before they take you away, about Clay? I mean, is this his fate being in there and we're going to see him there for a while? Or what is that?
I think Clay is I don't want to spoil it in terms of, is he going to get killed? Is he not going to get killed? But he will. He's inside. There's no magic reprieve that happens. He's inside till. At this point, we're breaking episode 10, and he's still inside. So.
And Tara still inside?
No, I don't think we played Tara inside the whole season. I mean, logically, what happens when someone like, they push Tara out, we play the reality of what that would be.
Yeah.
And it gets complicated with her being inside. But I think the logic of her journey in that is that, she would post bail and then she'd, in a few months, she'd go to trial and be tried for that murder. So that's part of her journey.
Great. Thank you.